top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
That tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Colorado's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Spins away from the defense. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quick release by the QB.
He was not thrilled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops the throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis to throw. Punch it out of the air. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. Purdy on the Jets. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hudson. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. From the gun. Give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for room, it's Buckley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Across the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for
can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting.
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Lewis wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, better look out! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Hunter. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Atkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He might want another play. They just keep firing. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Lewis to throw. Caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Pass interference, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's West. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He makes a catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lewis wants to pass. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
in the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all... Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Zings it complete to the right.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the QB has had a nice drive. This offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. Even better, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. There he goes! And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Lewis to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one.
On to kick it away.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Keeps it going. Fires deep on the run. Finds a spot in the middle. He's loose down the middle. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Red Raider. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little space. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really helping out this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Running into the open space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Runs through the tackle.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, but you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 25 over the Rebels. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man downfield to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Direct snap. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defender. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Finding an escape route. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Red Raiders coming to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle.